Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another light novel review for you guys. It's been a long time, quite a bit actually, since I've done a light novel review for you guys, and part of it was because there's a huge move, and I didn't have time to really sit down and read light novels. Um, so now that I moved into my new home, now that I'm set up, or at least almost set up, I can actually read and give a little bit of details on light novels. This is going to be on the Vexations of a Shut-In a Vampire Princess. Now, this is actually a Yen Press review, so if you guys have not checked them out, before I do anything here on my channel, check them out. There is a link in the description below where you guys can give some love to Yen Press. Yen Press is a great company who has done quite a bit for the otaku community here in the U.S. And um, there's a lot of companies out there now, newer companies that are doing stuff, but Yen Press has been there for a while and has countlessly added quite a bit of series to the collections that we have here in the U.S. Translated for us in English. So I'm very grateful for a company like that who works hard and does a pretty good job at releasing as much stuff as they do. So I want to say it's probably the biggest company, if not, you know, really up there for sure. So this is one of their new light novel series, and their light novel collection is called a Yen On. So you guys can check the Yen On particular itself if you want to see more light novels. So this one itself, it did take me quite a bit to read. It is a little lengthy of a series. A Like any light novel, it does come with a few artworks here and there for you to enjoy and kind of get the idea of how the character herself looks. In the beginning of the book, if you go and buy the book itself, you get a lot of artwork. I'm not going to show everything, but you get the vibrant colors there. Now, genre-wise on this one, I want to say for sure it's comedy. For sure it's etchy in its way, and a lot of people are saying it's Yuri. Now, I don't really see the Yuri yet on this volume. I see the potential of Yuri with some of the characters that are close to her. And for those who don't know what Yuri is, that's basically BL, but for um, the girl side. Now there is a little bit more of a serious, darker side to the volume, and you really don't get to it until towards the end of the volume, which is really is a shame how they do that. But that's just how it is. Essentially, you get this. I don't want to say useless, but very not useful vampire who doesn't really like to drink blood. And because of it, a lot of her powers and abilities don't really go as they should, and really ends up being not the best commander. But she's given this position, and you have this comical side to it, and then the etchy side essentially is everyone really just is very pervy around her, and that personally, and I will be honest, is was a little bit too much. I could have done with less of that in the story. I do realize that sells, and a lot of people, if you're looking for that, this is your book. It's not particularly for me. I did like the story. It is going to an actual point where it got more serious towards the end, like I said, a little bit more character build up with her, her darker side showing in the end of the volume. But when it with the whole them interacting with her like that, it just was a little bit too much. It is like I said, it is seen as a Yuri by some people. I haven't read volume 2, so I can't really confirm that, but it could also just be where it's basically just considered Yuri because the female characters also are very much attracted to her, and she's a petite girl. She's not the she, it reminds you more of the character of Saga of the Saga of Tanya, less than the characters of other series where you have more like the Holy Grail, which is another one that I'm going to be reviewing, where you have a 16, 15-year-old girl that looks like, like a 20-something-year-old girl. So at the very least, they did that right. Obviously, she's a lot older because she's a vampire, but we'll see. I don't want to say too much of the story because I don't want to ruin the story itself. I try not to do that with Yen Press reviews. I will say, overall, I want to give this one probably a 6.5. Out of 10, and it mainly falls on how heavy on the ecchi it was. And I've talked about this before in other videos. When series heavily depend on that, as a reader, to me, who reads quite a bit of stuff, it tells me that they are trying to hide something that's mediocre. It's either the story or the characters, or they're simply new authors. I don't know the author himself personally, Kotia Kobayashi, but maybe he's a new author and he just wants to make a name out of himself. So he tries to hide the fact that he's not a veteran. So they're hiding something, and that as a reader, that's what it tells me is that they're trying to sell the book just to sell it, not because it has something really good out of it. And I think the plot itself, although it does seem like slice of life at times, can actually develop. The world is beautiful. It can develop something better. Like I said, the artwork itself in the beginning was very encouraging, and I mean, I'm going to show you this one again. Just look at her in her vampire self. It's just beautiful. I mean, should I say beautiful? It's really nice drawn. You have, that face of agony. It says, "I'm going to kill you. A torrent of magic staining the skies deep crimson." I mean, it's beautiful itself, but uh, did it do everything I wanted to? Not exactly, and that's why I get a 6.5. So go check it out. I do have a link for you guys to buy the light novel at a cheap price. I also have a link for you guys to check out the Yem Press review, or sorry, the Yem Press website. So go check it out. This was a Yem Press review. So thank you guys for love and support. Make sure you give some love. See you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.